everybody, today I want to talk about the MAC Divine Night Stroke of Midnight Eye Palette in Warm. Now I have already reviewed the smoky one, and I will not be reviewing the cool one because I have the one from last year that looks nearly identical and I can't bring myself to do that. So sorry guys. But here you go, here's the packaging. It's very similar to last year's packaging, where last year had the cushion, and instead of having a bar, it was a bow, so I think they just used the same template as last year. But I'm not complaining because this is really chic. I can't speak English. Chic, it's really chic looking. And I like that this year it's not material, though I did like the material one last year, but I can put this on my dresser. It can get slightly dusty and I don't have to worry about it like staining, or if I've got shadow on my hand and I touch it, I don't have to worry about all that. So that's always a good thing, right? It has MAC right on there. So it's really beautiful, and you open it by holding here. It's a magnetic closure, and you just lift up. You have a pretty generous mirror, and it comes with a brush, and unlike last year's kits, the brush is double-ended, so one side is an angled brush for lining your eye, for example, and this is for applying shadow. I find this brush way too tiny to do anything meaningful with it. I would have liked to have more shadow versus, you know, having a brush, but I'm glad they didn't put a sponge applicator in, so that's always a plus. Now the shades in the Warm palette really do scream fall to me. Now some of them look really common, but when I applied them, they did come off as somewhat unique. You see the clouds in the sky? So pretty today. Sorry. It's really glossy. So the first shade is called Femme FL. I'm pretty sure it's like supposed to be Femme Fatale or something, but maybe they couldn't fit it. And it's a Volux Pearl, and it's a good shade for highlight. I wouldn't recommend to use it for anything else because it is kind of sheer. You know, you have to build it up, but over primer it'll be great, and it's supposed to just lighten those areas that you want to lighten under the brow, in the corner of the eye, maybe as an all-over starter shade just to kind of bring everything like as a base for your shadow, that light color that'll help make the darker colors blend so much easier. So it's supposed to be kind of just a pearlescent white shade that you necessarily you don't want that to be too white. It's supposed to soften everything. Then the next one we have is Amber Light, and it's a frost, and I really liked this one. It was kind of coppery, and I found it applied rather smoothly, and I liked the overall color. It reminded me of a shade from a previous collection that I really liked, and I can't recall off the top of my head, but it really catches the light perfectly. Changing leaf color, everything, it's just so autumn. The next one we have is, let's see, Mulch, which is a Volux. And I found this one to apply rather nicely as well. It's a dark chocolate brown. There you go. And everything really is soft, blends really well together. And that has a tiny bit of micro shimmer that's almost unnoticeable on the eye, but you wouldn't want it to be too noticeable because of its use. Here you go. It's just slightly, and it's also a little reflective. So we have a lot of reflective shades so far, and as you can see, much lighter. They really catch the light rather nicely. Now I love this last shade, well not the last one, but Socialite, which is a satin right here. I love that shade. I did not think I would love that shade, but I love it because it's that pumpkin-y color, like the color of pumpkin pie, and it's just got a little bit of micro glitter in it, and it stays on the eye, and it's just a unique shade to me. I'm sorry, I love it. There it is right there. I love it. It's so warm. It's such a warm shade. And it goes so well with these. I'm sorry, it's my pinky. I can't press hard enough. Sorry. I broke it a long time ago now. It's wonky. And then last but not least, we have Midnight Hour, which is also Volux. And thank God it's not carbon. It's a really dark gray. It's not actually black. And I'm out of fingers on this hand, so let me just wipe one of these off. Okay, wiped my finger off. So it's actually a gray, not a black. And it applies perfectly smoky. So you really get a beautiful collection of colors in this palette. Now I'm going to have these swatches also in picture form so you can really get an accurate view. You can pause the video, take a look at them. I have them on my Instagram as well so you can get an even clearer view of them. It's a beautiful palette. Honestly, if you're into neutrals and you're into seasonal colors, this will carry you on, definitely. more than just the holiday season. So what do you think of it? Do you think it's a win? I think it's a win. This retails for about, I think this one was like $39 or $32. Honestly, I got this a while ago and I can't remember the exact price, but I'll Google it or I'll go on the MAC website and I'll get that information for you below. Sorry. So that you have the definitive information along with a link to the website. This is available on MAC.com's website, also on Nordstrom, Macy's, in-store at the counters at Nordstrom and Macy's and Bloomingdale's. So plenty of opportunities to pick up this palette. They don't sell out too fast, so you should be able to get your hands on it still. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the swatches and follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.